Morning, guys. I am so excited about this week that I literally just walked in from the gym and sat down and thought, I have got to get, I put my readers on. I have got to get this out there, frankly, because I just want to get to it. And I'm a little disappointed because when I get back from the gym, the perfect routine for me is to come back and to have a protein shake like immediately. And I made it, and it's peanut butter jelly time is what we call it around here. And I made it, and I love. That's like my favorite thing. And I got ready to Snapchat. Literally, I was Snapchatting my excitement over my peanut butter and jelly shake when I took my first sip. And I don't know if like the milk had gone bad. I know this is like glasses drama. I don't know if like the milk had gone bad or what the situation was, but yeah, it was nasty. It was flat out nasty. And it could have set me back, frankly, because I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, it was one of those things that you were so looking forward to that the moment it doesn't work out in our favor, it could completely take us off track. And so I only tell you this because if we wait for things to get perfect, if I would have waited for the perfect peanut butter and jelly protein shake before I filmed this video and helped us create our battle plan for the week, well, frankly, we just may never get anything done. And I am on a chapter, actually, of Brene Brown this week, that Daring Greatly book, where she talks about perfectionism and how we actually hide behind it, and that it can be something we're so afraid of what other people think that we have to get it perfect right. So I thought, okay, nasty taste in my mouth from that disgusting protein shake. Hit your BCAAs because you haven't finished them anyway. And frankly, guys, I've been off my health and fitness game. So when we look at our battle plan for the week, that's going to be a big priority for me. The good news is I have trained myself well and I know how to turn things around, and I successfully did that this morning, but I have really let things get to me, and apparently my emotions and, you know, our level of exhaustion actually kind of sort of dictates what we eat. So I'm going to get back to some basics today, but we'll talk about that. So battle plan, our whole intention for this is to look at, we need to execute. We're not waiting to be perfect. We need to do something. We want to review what we've done, revise what needs to be done, and then repeat the things that are working. So our battle plan for this week. I'm just having a blast. I am enjoying every conversation and every event and every challenge. I have definitely put myself into a challenge, but I love that. I guess I'm learning a lot about myself, about how strong we really can be when we are backed up against between a rock and a hard place, right? You know, that's what Eleanor Roosevelt, the quote that we use from Eleanor Roosevelt, where she talks about, you never really know how strong a woman is. Or a woman is like a tea bag. You never really know how strong she is until you put her in hot water. So I am testing my own strength here, but I'm super stoked because this week our Over the Hump email is going to come out, and I was pushing on that. And one of the things that I needed to revise as I moved into this week is the fact that I'm just not going to be able to provide as much content as my dream would want. So here's now I'm going to provide content. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. Here's how that translates into our real world. When we go house shopping and our budget is this, but all the things that we want are this, and we have to start to scale back so that we can still get the thing that we need at the biggest bang for our buck, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with this email. I want to do so many incredible things. I want to include so much. I want to include so many things that you guys have sent, but really for the sake of time and for the ability to be able to kind of, you know, not throw it all out there immediately, but pace ourselves to something great. I had to scale back a little. So I'm not stoked about that, but I'm really excited to get it out. So that's fun. I got to increase my office hours this week. I have not been able to do that 5 to 7 a.m. I just can't. If I'm up, I'm working with my family. And if I'm sitting here, I'm working administratively, but I can pick up those email hours somewhere else. So that's 2 hours I'm not here, and then my evening hours have been super challenging. Again, I can work on something, but my family really wants my time. And although I'm really excited about what we're doing, we have to prioritize, and I'm raising children. And so as long as they need me, I have to include their needs in my thought processes and my battle plan for the week, right? But I do need to increase my office hours. So I'm going to look at what that is. That's probably why I'm sitting here right now, having just got back from the gym. I'm just not even taking the time to go take a shower and get ready. I don't have anything huge going on. So I'm going to sit at my desk and I'm just going to dive in. I'll take the time to do that a little later when the family's home or things are cooking or whatever that looks like. So we talked about my battle plan for health and fitness. So, yeah. You know, people get on me about kicking my own butt, and I just feel like we have to. We have to kick our own butt, because there are times in our life where there aren't going to be other people there. We can't rely on other people to create our motivation. It is not their fault whether or not we get up or we don't. And so, so you can give yourself grace when you have that bowl of ice cream, but at some point in time, when that keeps happening, you just have to yank yourself back. Put your big girl pants on. So I hit for sugar-free September. I was really goaling for that. Well, we had 2 birthdays this week, and it's mommy's job to lick the knife that goes through the birthday cake, and that is a gateway drug. That is a gateway drug that says now you've had a lick of sugar, you might as well have pizza. So we're starting again. Sugar is not great. My body doesn't react to it well, and neither are carbs. It's not that whole food carbs are bad and everybody's got a thought and opinion, but for me, what I have learned after a long time on the planet and really kind of going through this journey my whole life, I don't feel good after I eat grains of really any kind. I can kind of get away with a potato every now and then, but it certainly shows if I've got goals that are going in the other direction. So no carbs, no sugar. And then really, I just need to get back to food prep. It's a level of convenience. If I'm increasing my office hours, that means I'm spending more time on this side of the kitchen. So I really need to schedule some time on that side of the kitchen to make sure that when it's time for me to fuel up, that there's something ready and available, and I'm not going, oh gosh, I don't have time to cook any of that. So back to basics. Okay, my big hump for this week, reality hit, finances. So I am determined to prove that wherever you are in life, that you can start again, that you can infuse yourself just a little bit every day, mind, body, and business, and change your circumstance. And so in doing that, I really started at square one, and that is just really beginning to hurt. And so finances are definitely my big hump, and it's not just, needing money for one way, shape, or form, but I have an Infuse event in Appalachia in late October, and our pilfers have sort of run dry and just trying to keep the business up and afloat. So I need to bring in dollars so that I can get to that domestic violence shelter in the Appalachians and remind her that she has value. I just have to. So as important as that is, I also need to get my truck fixed. There's some things going on with my truck. I haven't had air conditioning all summer, which is perfectly fine because I've kind of been in this no blow dryer, little makeup, it's okay to sweat space. And I guess that's part of the benefits of being able to work from home. However, I need to get some of that fixed and looked at, because certainly if I'm going to be in cold places when it is cold outside, I need to make sure that my heat is working and that it's weatherized and all that fun stuff. And then we have goals, right? I have goals like getting a camper for Infuse. So as I travel, I don't need to have the hotel expenditures. I'm looking forward to being able to maybe dwell in some communities where I can get to people who are kind of living that nomadic lifestyle and talk to them about value, personal value, and personal leadership. So that's exciting. I need a new computer. I love my computer. It's been with me a really long time. And the reality is, as much as I'm on the road, it's heavy. It's really heavy. It's starting to move really slow. And so I need some external drives and, again, immobilizing things, a better tripod. If you saw what I was using right now, you would say, man, she is ingenuitive. But I don't know how long that's going to work for us. And so I just have goals, and those things need to be taken care of. And so in order to deal with that big hump, I'm going to get creative, because we have to do that sometimes. We expect our goals. Like, I expect my over the hump email this month or this week to look exactly like the thing that's in my head. Well, the thing that's in my head is probably going to take us 6 months to a year to get there. It's me here, people. I've got to be realistic about stuff, right? The me that I am in my head, it's probably going to take me about 6 months to a year to get there. But that doesn't mean that I don't need to do things in order to get there faster. You know, even Dave Ramsey in his Financial Peace University says we need to run like a gazelle. And so whatever that takes. So this week I'm going to do something a little creative. I'm going to reach out to a friend of mine who has a placement agency and see if there aren't any temp jobs available, maybe just through the month of September, where I can stack a little bit of cash. I can hit some of those things I need to hit, but I would still have some time available to do what I've committed to do here. And frankly, it's just asking for the business, getting a little bit more aggressive. I've been really blessed in the fact that my freelance clients have just kind of come to me. Well, it's drawing up, so I need to get a little bit more aggressive in prospecting, continuing to register for online gigs, get in that really creative space. There's some amazing opportunities available to us online. We just have to dig a little bit, and continue adding to and updating our infused content here. So that will eventually pay itself off, but I have to keep going. It's not something that I can just stop, start. So that's my battle plan for the week. I wanted to share it with you as we got started. Just maybe something will spark something in you. Maybe you can just send me notes of encouragement. Maybe you want to tell me how crazy I am. Or maybe you know someone who has a writing gig available. Whatever that is, you know, you can always reach out to me. I'm excited to spend this week with you. And we'll have some fun stuff coming down the pipeline. But in the spirit of sisterhood, I'm actually going to start my week with some card writing. I have a lot of big stuff that I want to do, but there are some people that I just really want to reach out to. Up here, there are some people that I just really want to reach out to and let them know that they're on my mind. I want to say thank you for some things. You know, a friend of mine told me this weekend, she was actually talking about spending money on a friend, which is a topic that we can get into in a whole nother way. But she said, you know, I wouldn't have had a problem with it if they would have just said thank you. A little thank you goes a really long way. And I'm not always great at that. So in an attempt to be a better version of me, I want to do more of that. So I am not going to allow myself to dive into the things I really want to dive into until I spend some time in gratitude this morning. So I'm sure that will propel my plan as I get busy for the rest of the week. So I'm going to pause because I got to go find some protein. It's not a protein shake. And I got to work on that email because I promised you that you would have it this week. So share your battle plan in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, want to see what we're doing every Monday, you want to just infuse yourself, your life, your mind, your body, your business with a little good stuff at a time. Make sure that you subscribe and join us. And I'll see you middle of the week.